What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's That Guy in Tech, and today I want to give you a little bit of a framework to help you decide what types of cryptocurrency wallets you should be looking at and exploring. So I'm going to give you a really nice, easy way to just get started looking at this stuff and understanding it, especially if you're new. If you have no idea what a wallet is, it's basically your account. It's like your mailbox that stores a little bit of cryptocurrency. A wallet is made up of two parts to it. There's the password, and then there's the public facing address, which is almost like an email address or a phone number. It's basically how people refer to your account so that they know where to send your cryptocurrency. Private key, which is the password, and then the public key, which is the address. The public key is totally safe to just paste out there, send it to people. Hey, give me a tip at this address. But the private key is the one that you have to hold private. Otherwise, if people know it, they can steal all of your assets. There are three different categories of wallet management systems. So those three categories are an exchange, a hot wallet, or a cold wallet. So I'll go through each of these. I'll talk through these categories, which are number one, security. How secure is this wallet option? How usable is this wallet option, and how diverse are the assets that you can manage using this wallet option? And then finally, what is the cost of using it? First of all, with an exchange, what is an exchange wallet? You can see here, this is my Coinbase account. The thing that I want to draw your attention to is this withdraw button. If I click on that, then you can see there are a lot of assets that I can choose to withdraw. And if I click on one of them and I click a crypto address option, then I can actually send crypto from this exchange to another user, to a merchant, to whomever. So that's why I consider the crypto exchange wallet a wallet. But the key thing to understand about a crypto exchange wallet is that you don't actually know the password. You don't have the private key because the exchange company manages it for you. So that's what the crypto exchange wallet is referring to. Now, when I talk about hot wallet, what hot wallet means, and you'll see this in the industry, is it's referring to a wallet that's actually on a device that's connected to the internet. So if the wallet is on my browser, on my laptop, which is connected to the internet, that's a hot wallet. If it's on my mobile phone, that's connected to the internet. So these types of wallets are hot wallets because they're connected to the internet and they are slightly more of a security risk than the next better option, which is a cold wallet. Cold wallets are things like paper wallets, which don't really exist anymore. They're just not recommended you to do. You can look into it if you're curious, look up paper wallet, but people just don't recommend you to have a paper wallet. Or hardware wallets, and you can see here, this is the Ledger Nano X. There are Trezor wallets. There are different models of the Ledger, but they're hardware wallets because they contain a password, a private key, that never ever touches the internet. So there's no chance of a virus infecting this hardware. There's no chance of someone sending some random instruction to the firmware to send the private key to a hacker. All this stuff, it's very secure. So that's kind of why I've introduced it in this order too. You have the exchange, you have a hot wallet, and you have a cold wallet, and that's least secure to most secure. Basically meaning, how much control do you have over your crypto assets? Very low control all the way to very high control. Okay, and high control is usually good if you want to put in the effort. Okay, so the next column is usability. Exchanges, I would say they're pretty usable for trading, and they're also, usable enough for you to, send and receive cryptocurrency. So I gave it a 2. You can think of it as a high 1, I guess. Hot wallets are probably the most usable. There's a reason why people use hot wallets, and it's because the devices are connected to the internet. I can, use my MetaMask. I can log into Decentraland. I can buy and sell NFTs, and all this other stuff. So there's a reason why hot wallets are super popular. And then with cold wallets, like the Ledger wallet, they're a little bit less usable because you actually have to have the Ledger software, and then you connect the hardware wallet to the Ledger software, and then you make a transaction, and then the software asks the hardware, hey, do you verify this transaction? Then you have to press some buttons, boopy boop, and then you transfer it to your hot wallet, and then you can do stuff. So it's also a 2, but it's still usable. And then with asset diversity, this is important because it reduces the hassle that you have to go through if you want to have multiple blockchains worth of cryptocurrencies. So the Bitcoin is its own blockchain. It has its own currency, Bitcoin. Ethereum is its own blockchain and has its own currency, Ether, and it also has other ERC20 tokens that are supported on that blockchain. So if you have all these different blockchains, oftentimes exchanges, they support a lot of different assets because they want to, allow you to trade as much as possible. Hot wallets, they vary a lot. For example, MetaMask and Rainbow Wallet only support Ethereum blockchain. So they only support the Ethereum assets. With cold wallets and hardware wallets, especially with hardware wallets, they're trying to make them as multi-purpose and general purpose as possible to make it, useful and worth their money. So they tend to support a lot of different blockchains as well, which is nice. So finally, the last column is cost. With exchanges and hot wallets, they're usually free to get started, set your account up. The costs kind of come in different places. With exchanges, every time you trade, there's a fee, but that doesn't really, it doesn't impact the cost of setting up your exchange wallet. And with a hot wallet, it's usually free to install, these browser extension apps or a mobile app. And, the fees can potentially come in other places. Like if you were to, buy some crypto using US dollars via the wallet, then they might charge a fee, that kind of stuff. But the wallet is free to set up. And then with cold wallets, because you're buying an actual piece of hardware, they have to manufacture this and make sure that it's safe and working correctly and all of that. So that's what you're paying for. And it's anywhere between $50 to $200, depending on how fancy you want to get with your cold wallet. So that's kind of like the different categories of things to care about and the different categories of wallets that you can start looking into and digging into. Hopefully that's useful. And the last thing I'm going to walk through is basically like, what is my workflow with my wallets? So I use a MetaMask wallet. I use a Coinbase exchange as my exchange, and I use Ledger as my cold wallet. So what'll usually happen is, I will actually use the exchange to dollar cost average into cryptocurrencies from US dollars. So every 2 weeks, I set aside a small amount of US dollars so that I could buy my crypto. And ideally in the future, I can earn crypto. That'd be really cool. But for now, I have to earn US dollars, exchange it into crypto. And then I will automatically send like every month or 2 months, once I've accumulated enough to make it worth it, I will batch send it to my cold wallet, my hardware wallet. And that's because this is my vault. This is like my long-term storage. It's where I keep it super safe. And then if I need some money, need some liquidity to kind of do fun things on the crypto Web3, then I'll send it to my MetaMask hot wallet. So that way I can kind of connect to decentralized applications and use my cryptocurrencies there. And then let's say I sell an NFT, make some profit, and want to store that. Then I'll send it to my cold wallet. If I want to cash out into US dollars, I'll send it to the exchange, and then that exchange will let me, trade it for US dollars. So that's kind of how it all flows. Let me know if you want me to do any deep dives into any particular wallets, and if there's enough demand, I can look into it and kind of show you, my thoughts. But otherwise, hopefully this is good enough for you to get started with your own research, trying out different wallets and all that stuff. And if you're ever not sure and a wallet looks sketchy, then don't use it. Don't send money to it. Maybe you can download it, but just be really careful. And do your research, ask people for opinions, go on Twitter, talk to people about it and all that stuff. Okay. So that is pretty much it. I will see you next time. Bye.